Guys, this is Nick here again, bringing you guys another video. This time is not Diablo 3 or Dungeon Defenders, it is Gauntlet. This is a new version of a old game. I believe it was started in the 70s as an arcade classic. Went to, I think it was Super Nintendo, one of the Nintendo games. Went to Nintendo 64s when it really got famous, at least for our generation. And then on top of that, it went to Xbox 360. I believe it was called Gauntlet 7 Sins, something along those lines. And that is the last thing that they have heard. It has never been on PC until now. And so this is actually a online multiplayer. Back it used to be a four-person multiplayer, but it was on the same console. Even for Xbox, it did not have LAN capabilities, as far as I can remember. Been quite a few years since I've even seen that version of it. So this is basically the same thing, but online, hosted through Steam. Um, First thoughts of this game, I had an audio track recorded the whole time I was doing this gameplay, but unfortunately the volume in-game was very loud compared to the mic settings, so you get no volume. um, but no, you know, First thoughts of this game were they're fun. It would be a lot of fun to play with a group of friends if you guys are using Ventrilo or Skype together. There is no in-game chat as far as I saw. You actually can't even go through on PC and change your bindings, your key bindings. So you're stuck awkwardly using them. It is, as you can see on the screen right now, top left corner, left click, right click, space, and shift. WASD are run. You can use a controller as well. You have that option in the beginning. It asks keyboard and mouse or controller. Obviously use mouse and keyboard. So this is the barbarian it's going through right now. I guess his name is Thor. He's left click is obviously a quick melee attack. His right click was his power attack. Space was basically a whirlwind from Diablo 2, Diablo 3 barbarian skill. And then shift is a rush. So you will see me use all of those. This is the intro, by the way. You have to go through this. You get to play each character, kind of see what their skills are. This is me trying to go in and find the key bindings because I hate shift and spacebar. I like using my mouse for all skills. Unfortunately, not an option. Maybe they'll implement something like that. Definitely will be in my suggestions for them. Um, Outside of that, I believe it goes next to the Valkyrie, who is actually really good. It's the character I prefer to play, and it's who I play later on in the tutorial or the gameplay videos I'm going through. Her light attack is very fast and does actually really good damage. Her right click is a dashing attack, hits all enemies in the line of sight. Her space is her powerful attack, which is a shield throw. Later on, you'll see it actually goes around and hits a lot of um, enemies. And then her shift is just a block. She has a shield, so she actually blocks with it. So pretty cool stuff for those two. Those are the melee characters. Not really range very close, except for her dash can go pretty far, as you can see. The shield actually can fly around. Later on the map you'll see the shield will fly around like a whole area like this, hitting all sorts of mobs, and then normally it's a one-hit kill. I ended up playing on hard, so I believe monsters had a little bit more HP and they actually did more DPS. From what I noticed, the Valkyrie is kind of squishy compared to the Barbarian or Thor, whichever the warrior, and then I'm not sure how she is compared to the mage, but having to be a melee class, she actually, until she gets gear on, which you can buy, she's pretty squishy out of the gate, so I would recommend starting on, maybe normal, collecting gold, getting gear, and then you can play hard after first couple matches or floors that you clear. So going through here, got to kill all the mummies, gets to the next character, which I think was the wizard. Actually, I think it went to the rogue. I want to say it is. I'm not sure what he is. elf. That's what it is. Basically, he uses a bow and arrow. So his light attack is left click, obviously, and it spams arrows, a lot of arrows. His right attack, sniper shot, is a farther ranged attack. And the longer you hold it down, the more narrow it gets, so the more power, I'm assuming, is behind it. His spacebar attack is the bomb. Very good. It is not the bomb, it is a bomb. Um, so it just kind of explodes, which you'll see once again. Most of the space bars are AoE attacks. I guess as AoE as they can be. I don't really like saying that, but you know, area of effect. So um, that's those, and then yeah, his shift is just kind of like a dodge roll, so he can just kind of tumble around the map. There wasn't really a cooldown for that. None of the shift skills really had cooldowns. Spacebar, as you can see at the bottom, are the only ones that have spacebar are the only ones that have the cooldown skills, and it's actually got like a little gray thing that kind of moves up to let you know how close you are to being able to spam the next one. And so, alright, all mummies are dead. Go into the next character, which was the wizard. um, his skills are set up very funky. As you'll see on the screen at the top left, it has chain lightning, so you have to press right click, hit shift, and then you have to hit left click, and then you'll be able to use that attack. Fireball, ice beam. Other spells, you can hit combinations of everything besides shift. I don't think shift actually worked. But it was left click, right click, and space bar, so you can mix those elements together. Maybe you could hit shift, honestly, I can't remember. But yeah, so basically you can hit any of those two and it'll mix two elements together. It kind of took me a while to figure that out. I kind of forgot which ones I had already pressed. So yeah, the wizard's kind of awkward, a bit of a learning curve to that as much as you can in this game. But outside of that, pretty good, really good DPS, pretty good range. He had some freezing attacks to kind of slow enemies, which are going to be good if you're playing with the full party and you can kind of plan that stuff. Once again, only gripe that I have so far, you know, besides some of the character flaws, you can't chat in game, which I don't like. I guess some people will be using controllers, so they wouldn't have the option, but even being able to talk if you did have a keyboard would be nice, or key bindings to have like an in-game microphone, like some games have, would be nice, but not being able to communicate, that's why I say this game would be a lot of fun, either playing by yourself or playing on Ventrilo and Skype with other people would make it a lot easier to kind of plan stuff, because I actually cut out, this video is about 30 minutes long, cut it down to about 20 minutes. Gonna try cutting it a little bit shorter than that, but I'd be cutting into the map. Um, yeah, it gets pretty hectic. There was a thing set up and it was basically 4 stations where these monsters pop out of, and it's just, if you don't stick together in corners like that, spamming and spacing out your AoE attacks, I mean, we just kind of got ran over, both of us died. Then you lose your gold. Um, so that was another beef of mine with this. Outside of that, it's pretty fun. There's not many attacks, which I don't really like. 4 attacks per person are kind of small and limited, especially since this is a pretty old game and this is a new age remake of it, or it's their newest product that they've put out. I would imagine that it would be a little bit more in depth. They definitely did stick with the old school over the top arcade feel to it, which is cool. But once again, more skills would be nice. I'm not sure if you can learn them later on or anything like that. I would doubt it, but the more I play this, more videos I'll put out. I'll let you guys know. Um, so as you can see, I'm trying to figure out the wizard skills. I'm running around very aimlessly until I can figure it out. Finally got it figured out. I guess more stuff about this game, and then I'm going to let you guys kind of watch the gameplay because I'm going to go AFK while this renders and uploads to YouTube and get ready for work. So gold, it is shared. For what I noticed, anybody can pick it up and everybody gets gold. The food on the map is when your HP is running low, and it is not shared, and it does not pop up on the map for each person, as far as I know. I do have to verify that by playing with other people and being able to talk to them, but if it is anything like the old games, there's one food item on there, and it has to be given to the person with the least HP. So definitely be mindful of everybody's health before you run up with, a tenth of your life missing, and then you just take a whole turkey. That is the same aggravating thing that used to happen, except this time you're not in person, so you can't yell at them for doing it or throw a controller at them, which some people would do. Um, so those two things are good. They have things in chests and things that you destroy. You will see death pops up. I think he was on the first one. He may have popped up on the last one, which is not in the video. But he will follow you the whole map. So if you're anticipating him going away, he does not. We didn't stand to fight him. I don't think that you can do that because just like the old vintage ones, whenever he popped up, you just kind of ran from him the whole time. And then there was other things that would pop up out of them, and chests give you special things. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Once again, when I have more time to play, probably tomorrow afternoon when I wake up, I'm going to try playing for another hour. Throw together a montage of, certain things that happen, certain chests that pop up, or certain special things that I see, or maybe getting to a boss kill, which you got to clear quite a few floors to get to the realm boss, and then you have special realms from there. At least I'm basing this solely off of the old. Sorry, I start chatting with my buddy. I was going to cut this out, but I'm lazy. So, um, yeah. So you basically cleared all the levels, and then that would be a realm. There was like 8 to 10 levels inside of a realm, and then there was normally like 6 realms, I think, or something like that. You had to clear one, and then there was an overall boss. This is the menu. Starting a game lobby, you can do private, you can do public, you can invite your friends to it. So obviously do private, invite your friends, and then fill it with pubs. Um, so yeah, basically once you do this, you pick your character that you're gonna play, and then everybody does. I hit start. If you want to wait for a full game, which I recommend, is always good. Don't be impatient and wait for it to fill. I thought that they would maybe drop in later on. That did not happen. So, uh, excuse me, just a warning there. Let's see. This is a very brief overview. I really didn't get to play much. It took me a while to get Shadow Play. Um, I just reinstalled everything on my computer, reformatted Windows, so I've nothing. So this is going to be a very quick video. 21 minutes isn't quick, but it's pretty good. I play through this map. It's fun. Um, there's a few beefs that I do have with it, but overall, it's an awesome dungeon crawler. If you have the extra 20 bucks, I would personally wait till it goes on sale to recommend it to somebody. $20. I mean, I guess for the game, it's a time passer. You'll probably play it a lot. Um, I guess it's worth it. I said earlier it's not really worth the $20, but if you have the 20 bucks to spare, definitely pick up a copy or get the 4 copies and you can get it for $15 a piece, and then just kind of sell copies to your friends or whatever it is. So, yeah, I mean, fun stuff. I'm going to let you guys go as this plays through. It's going to render. I will not be talking through the remainder of the video. So if you like the stuff you see or you want us to keep doing it, like, subscribe, share it. We still do have a thing going. Once we hit 250 subscribers, I believe it is, I will be picking 2 random people and giving away Dungeon Defenders Eternity, or possibly one if Daniel wants the other copy. I actually haven't played Dungeon Defenders Eternity in a while. Some nerfs hit and it got pretty bad, but you can check the other videos for that. So once again, I may be giving away 2 copies of it, but for now, one. Also got a bunch of other fun little games for Steam, and I pick stuff up when they're on sale to give away in this channel. So stay put, ask questions, request videos. We will do the best that we can to get other stuff out. And like I said, I mean, the more people we get active in this YouTube channel, the more giveaways that we can do, and the more, you know, I guess inclined we would be to make videos and stuff like that. So without further ado, this is gameplay of Gauntlet. Definitely recommend it. Go pick it up. Get your friends to get it. Get on Ventro. Get on Skype. And have fun crawling some dungeons. We will talk to you soon.